for me, this work was really about not just writing about where I am as a person or as an individual or as an artist, but also articulating a lot of experiences in my own personal life and being very honest about it. An experience where sonically people could be trapped in a space when they're listening to the work and then they come out of it when it's all over.
Wana has plenty to be proud of here. You know, it's a fantastic album. So the question here is, how important is memory to you, you know, as an artist? How important do you think memory is to, you know, connecting your work as an artist to people in general? You know, what should we forget? What should we remember?
I draw on memory a lot. Also, maybe as an individual, I'm someone who doesn't forget things. As an artist, memory is very, very important for me in my work. But I think, again, looking at sort of going into the album and this idea of in memory of forgetting is also the fact that I think as Nigerians, we have this sort of amnesia with things in our own lives or things that are around us. And sometimes it's very necessary for us to live. It's an automated survival mechanism. So it's like your body tells itself it just has to forget so that you can move on and so you can survive. I suppose in many ways this was an ode to us not forgetting. I also was just interested in experimenting with poetry and sound and accessibility. That was just really interesting to me.
It was just real, it was honest, it was raw, and Wana's work is like her personality is real. Like you can touch it, you can almost taste it. Really good work, I love it, absolutely love it. It's definitely an album I'm not gonna forget.
One thing I thought about the album was that it was completely honest, and you could tell just not only in the production, but the grassroots, the writing itself was, you know, it came from a very honest place. What happened is that she produced it so perfectly with the influence of music and mood and the tone of her voice and the texture of everything, and it came out perfectly well.
I think it's a perfect blend of poetry, jazz, blues. I mean, this is the first time I'm experiencing something like this. She was able to truly articulate, you know, our reality, you know, within the album, you know, which I pretty much appreciate and think is inspiring.
In Memory of Forgetting was an interesting journey for me through Wana's mind. I really, really enjoyed listening to her, journeying with her in each poem, listening to the stories of each person involved, and just generally connecting with her. I really want to delve into it, and I just really love that she put this work of art together. So kudos, Wana. I look forward to hearing more of your work, and I'm definitely going to listen to this over and over again.
Wana has a gift of being able to almost see into people's hearts and tell their stories. And this album, it was very personal. It was almost as if I told her my experiences and my feelings, and she wrote about them. The impressions that she has left on me with this album, I don't think that I can accurately put them into words yet. I think I need to go and sit down again in a quiet room again and listen. But Wana speaks truth, and In Memory of Forgetting is a collection of truths.
Deeply impressed, and the universality of her themes and the fact that she's able to open up in such an intense way and keep you engaged. It's an amazing album because it has so many layers. There's so much to discover.
Set yourself on fire to feel something. So I thought that was it was very arresting.
When the pain gets too much, spit it out, sweat. That's the one I like.